how's everybody doing today? Back again with another video for you guys and gals. And what I'm going to do for everyone today is I'm going to give y'all a real quick tutorial on how you can sideload on your Samsung Galaxy device. So if you want to sideload the latest beta software and try it out, or you want to sideload the latest stock firmware because you didn't get the OTA update, this process should work for you as well. So we're going to go through how you would sideload firmware on your device. And then I'm also going to cover how you would downgrade that software back to your original OEM firmware. All right, disclaimer. You are attempting this at your own risk. I hold no responsibility for anything that may happen to your device. Okay? Just had to throw that out there. That being said, if you follow along with these instructions and you download the correct files, you should be good to go. So, the first thing you want to do is jump into the settings on your device and you want to verify your current software version and your current security patch. And just so y'all can see, in my particular instance here, that's what I'm showing on the screen right here. And it's a little small, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna throw up the screenshot here so y'all can see. So that's my current software and that's my current security patch. All right. Once you've done that, you want to navigate down to the video description and download the update. I'll provide the link in the video description. So this particular update is beta software for the new 9.0 Pi on the Samsung device. So this will give you the One UI 9.0 Pi. Once you download it, you want to store it on your SD card and you want to rename the end of the file .zip. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. So, once you've done that, you want to move it to the root of your SD card and we should be good to go. Also, before we get this bad boy rolling, you want to jump back into the settings on your device and you want to get the model number for your device. So for my particular device, that's the model number there up on the screen. That's important for downloading the correct files, and that will be important later when we're trying to downgrade back to our stock firmware. Okay? So once you've done those necessary steps, you've downloaded the file, you've moved it to the root on your SD card, we are now ready to go. All right? One thing that I do want to point out is that since we are sideloading, it should not wipe any data on your device, but just to be safe, I always recommend you do a backup or you at least store the files that you don't want to lose on the SD card, okay? Because the SD card is never touched on your device, okay? Whether you're doing a sideload or you're doing a factory reset, as long as you store your things on SD card, you should be okay. That being said, if you want to store it elsewhere, you could do that as well, just to be safe. All right? Alright, so once that is done, the next thing we're going to get ready to do here is power off the device here, and we're going to boot it into the stock recovery. Now, the way you do this is just power down the device, and then once you get the haptic feedback, you want to press the Bixby button, the volume up button, and the power button at the same time, and you're going to keep pressing and holding until you see this screen. Alright? Now, don't be alarmed. Everything's fine. Just wait a few seconds here, and it's going to boot into stock recovery. Now, you navigate through stock recovery by using the volume up and down buttons, and you use the power button to select. Now you want to navigate to the install update from SD card using the power buttons and using the volume buttons and use the power button to select it. Once you've done that, you want to then navigate to where you stored the file on your SD card. In my particular instance, I made a folder called the Samsung Galaxy S8 Pi Update, and I stored the file in there. So once you navigate to the file and you click on it and you volume up for yes to install it, it's going to begin the installation process. Now, I recommend before you begin the installation process that you make sure your device is charged to 80%. And the overall installation process should probably take no longer than 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how many files you have on your device. At which point, the device will reboot when everything's done, back into stock recovery, and then you have to go ahead and click on reboot system now. So that's what I'm doing. I already had the software installed, so I'm just backing up and we're rebooting the system now. I just did this so y'all know these step-by-step instructions. Alright? Now, keep in mind this is an install, so the device may take some time to boot up. Maybe another 5 to 10 minutes yet again. So just give it some time. Let your device do its thing, and it should boot up no problem. And once it's booted up, you should now be running the Android 9.0 Pie software on your Galaxy device. So you can see here, we got all the new Pie features. We got the new one-handed redesigned interface. We got the raise to wake. We got all that good stuff here. And that pretty much goes over how you would sideload a firmware update, or if you want to sideload a beta, or if you want to sideload just files in general. That's how you would do it. Okay? I hope that was very straightforward and in-depth, so now you should know step by step how to do that. The next part of this video, we're going to cover how you would downgrade your device. So now let's jump over to the computer and let's continue. All right? Now that we're on the computer, you guys and gals want to navigate to a website called sammobile.com. That's www.sammobile.com, and you want to make an account. Now, making an account on this website is free, so no need to worry about that. Once you've made an account, the next thing you want to do is navigate to the firmware section. Okay? You want to click on that. Then you want to take the model number that you wrote down earlier, that I showed y'all earlier from my device in particular, and you want to type that into the search box. Okay? So again, my particular device, now your model number may vary, but my particular model number again is SMG 950U1. So give me a second, let me type that in. And I am doing a voiceover for this video today because when I recorded the original audio was just really, really bad. So bear with me. This is my first voiceover, and I hope I don't mess up too bad because we're trying to do this all in one go. So once you type in your model number into the search box, so you can see that's what I'm doing here, you click on your model number and you click search. Once you do that, it should take you to all the firmware for your device. Now, this is all the firmware for all the different variations of your device. Ooh, I apologize for the shaky cam. And if you have a carrier locked version, you want to find the firmware for your specific carrier. They're all here. If you have an international version, you want to do the same thing. So in my particular case, I have the US Verizon globally unlocked version. So that's what I'm navigating to here. You click on it and it's going to take you to where you can download the necessary files. Okay, please be careful. You want to download the appropriate files for your particular device and your particular carrier. If you do not, you may potentially mess up your device. So please be mindful that you download the correct files. So now let's click on the files for my device, and we're going to scroll down, and you just want to verify that you have the correct things. Now, over on the right, you'll get step-by-step instructions as to how we're going to do this whole process. Now, you download the files. You're going to use the regular download, so it's going to take a little bit of time based on your internet speed. Okay, so you click regular download there. And what else you need to download is you need to download the Odin software. Once you've downloaded and extracted all the necessary files, in this case, I downloaded and extracted all the necessary files to the desktop on my computer. All right. Then you want to download one more file as well, which is the Smart Switch app, the Samsung Smart Switch. That's also how you can make a backup of your device. Okay. Then you want to verify that you have all of the correct files, and we should be good to go. All right. Now, the next thing you want to do after you verify the files here, which is just what I'm doing, just making sure everything's correct. You then want to verify you got the correct Odin files, and then you want to take this time to make a backup of your device. Okay, you're making this backup because it may be a little easier to do a fresh install, and I'm going to go over how you do a fresh install in a second here. So you install Samsung Smart Switch, and you run the software, and you make a backup of your device. Okay, once that's done and you made your backup, you should be good to go. That will also install the necessary drivers on your computer, which is what you would need for the Odin program to run properly. So this kills two birds with one stone. You get a backup of your device and you get the necessary drivers installed. So really good stuff. All right. Now, once you've done that, the next thing you want to do is open up Odin and launch the program. All right. Now, once you open Odin, you should be greeted with the Odin landing page. Now, the computer is ready to go. Now, back on your device, using the stock OEM cable. Sorry about that bumpy cam, y'all. Struggles. You want to plug it into a USB port on your computer. All right. Give me a second. Struggles from behind the camera. Y'all know what it is. And once you have that plugged up, the next thing you want to do is now take out your device and you're going to put it into download mode. Okay? It's similar to putting it into recovery mode, but it's a slightly different button combination. Before you do that, I recommend you remove all security off your device. That will make this process so much easier, and you can put all the security back on once this process is done. So now you power off your device. Okay, make sure it's all the way powered off. Wait for the haptic feedback. Then you're going to press the Bixby button, the volume down button, and the power at the same time. And this is going to boot you into download mode. Then you press volume up because you need to confirm that you want to flash a firmware. So you press volume up to confirm that. And now your phone is in download mode. This is also where you can verify your current system software. Okay. Once that's done, you take the USB Type-C cable and plug it into your device. You should get a notification on your computer letting you know that everything is plugged up. And then just to be safe, you want to pan back up to the computer here. I'm just making sure that it doesn't fall off the table. Pan back up to the computer and you should see, shaky cam. Sorry, y'all. That Odin has recognized your device because you can see a COM port number there. So this means that everything is connected up properly. Alright, now the next thing you want to do is just go down the line here and open the necessary files in the necessary areas, giving the software time to populate accordingly. So the first thing we're going to do is click on the BL software. Then we're going to click on the AP software, so on and so forth. Click on it, click open, let it populate. Now, some of these things are bigger than others, so they will take their time to open. Just be patient. Let the software do its thing. At this point, you don't want to get overzealous because you don't want to break anything. You don't want to break your computer and you don't want to break your device. So just be patient. Let the software load up. Let the software do its thing. And then you're going to go down the list. Now, I did get a little impatient, but you know, it is what it is. Don't do what I do. Do what I advise you to do, okay? Now, so I am going to cut the video and come back in a few seconds here, because I did double click the AP and it didn't load up, but I did get it to load up. So I just made sure that it went in and then I closed. And then you go down to the next one and you click on it. So that's CP. Click on that. Now, this last part is very important. If you want to attempt to keep your data, you can flash the home underscore OYM. So that's CSC underscore home OYM. Or if you want to do a clean install, you can just flash this CSC OYM. Okay? Now, I do recommend that you make a backup because I did try to flash the CSC underscore home and I ended up getting into a boot loop. Now, if you do that and you get stuck in a boot loop, don't worry. The first thing you want to do, if it takes more than 15 to 20 minutes to boot up and you see it's boot looping, you want to power off your device and boot back into stock recovery using the buttons that I showed you earlier, and you want to wipe the cache. If that doesn't work after you've wiped the cache, then you want to do a factory data reset, then you should be good. But it is easier just to make a backup and then do a fresh install. So that is what I decided to do. Once you have everything loaded up, you just want to check that everything is loaded up appropriately, and then you want to push start. Now you'll get a progress bar on your device, letting you know that everything is working, and back on the computer, you will get a progress bar as well. Alright, now I'm going to cut to when it's finished. Bam. Once it's done, you should get a green pass and a green box letting you know how long it took. Alright, now we are done with the Odin software. At that point, it will restart your device and begin installing the stock OEM firmware. Alright, at this point, once that installation has started, you can go ahead and unplug the USB Type-C cable if you would like. Now, once again, you're going to have to exercise some patience because we are doing a fresh install here. So it's going to load up the files, it's going to unpack the files, and it's going to boot up the device. This whole process should again probably take anywhere from about 5 to 15 minutes. Okay? And then your device should boot up as normally. And then you can set up your device as if it was the first time you used it. So that's what I'm just verifying here. You can see the device is booting up. Got the Samsung splash screen there. And I'm just letting it go. And if this was done correctly, you should see the Android is starting screen pop up. And then a few minutes later, you should see the regular device setup screen. Okay? Again, if you get stuck in a boot loop for any reason, you reboot into stock recovery, you wipe the cache first, reboot, try it again. If that doesn't work, you reboot into stock recovery and you do a factory data reset. Okay? That's only if you notice that your device is boot looping or not booting up all the way. Okay? But if you've done everything correctly, it should boot up and you should see the Android is starting now screen. So I'm just going to wait for that. As y'all can see there. Now I apologize for the lighting and the angle. This is why I don't shoot in the office. Got bad lighting in there. Alright? And once everything is said and done correctly, you can see you can now set up your device as if it was brand new. Okay? So now I'm just waiting for it to catch service. I did have the Free Up Mobile AT&T SIM in the device. So I'm just waiting to make sure that it catches service and that I won't have to re-input the APN settings. Okay? So that's all I'm doing here. I'm just waiting a few minutes. All right. And then after I verified that it caught service, I'm just going to go ahead and set it up and we're going to cut to when it's all set up. All right. And here you go. Your S8 or your Galaxy device in general is all set up. All right. And that pretty much does it, guys and gals. That's how you would downgrade your software from a previous software, and that's how you would upgrade your software from an older software. Okay? So, again, if an update came through and you know it's out there, but it hasn't got pushed to your device yet, you can sideload that update and be good to go. If you don't like a particular update and you want to downgrade to the previous version, you can downgrade and you should be good to go. And keep in mind, this only wipes the internal storage on your device. So anything that you back up to the SD card should be perfectly fine. All right, so I'm just going through doing some verification here, checking the security patch, all that good stuff here. So we are back on the December 1st security patch, so on and so forth. If you guys and gals enjoyed the video and or found it helpful in any way, shape, form, or fashion, please help your boy out and give the video a thumbs up. You really do appreciate it. You don't know how much. I really do appreciate it. You don't know how much. If you want to see more content like this, please feel free to hit the subscribe button down below and click off the notification bell icon right next to it so you guys and gals get notified when I publish new videos. All the links, including step-by-step written instructions for everything that I did in this video today, will be linked up down below in the video description. So if your interest is piqued or you really wanted to know how to do this, down below in the video description should be like a one-stop shop for you guys and gals, and you should be good to go. All right? So, that being said, I hope everyone enjoyed the video, and I will catch you guys and gals on the next one. Have a good one, everybody. Peace.